Good morning, everyone. Fix this camera here. How is everyone today? So, I did not get everything I meant to get done, meaning I didn't get those blocks trimmed. So, we're going to work on another project that I have going, and we probably won't be on as long. And my camera is tilted. Hold on. Let's try this. Oops, sorry. Don't mean to make anybody dizzy. I have technical difficulties. It's an avalanche. There we go. I think. Stop. So, we're going to work on a little project that I've been working on. Why we chit chat? Just because I didn't get my stuff done today and I'm coming straight from work. Hence the reason I'm still in a blazer. Yeah. So, and I know I put out the notice really late because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it in time because I was coming straight from work. So, yeah, it's been a day. It's been a week, I should say, which is why I didn't get to that. So, anywho, how's everybody doing out there? Anybody got any fun projects going on? Oh, that was great. Let's try that in slow motion. I need more coffee. This coming straight from work is for the birds. Let's try that again. Good morning, KD. How are you? All right. I need to move some of this stuff out the way. But I wanted everybody to see what I was working on. But now it's just in the way. And I did it again. Let's try that again. Let's center that. Yeah, me too. Hi, Shirley. How are you? So I trimmed it so that I don't have so much fabric. Good morning. How are you today? Miss Ellen is here. So we did this at my sewing guild, but we did much smaller ones. We did these. Oops, I'm throwing them around. We did tiny little ones. These ones are an inch. And we started sewing them. I think I'm going to turn this one into a, oops. But we didn't trim any of the fabric. And I think that, I don't know, I think that's a mistake to not trim the fabric. I think it causes too much bulk. But So that's why I trimmed the fabric on mine. The ones I'm working on are 2-inch. But we started sewing them. See, there's a lot of bulk back here. But it's cute. They gave us little kits. We have whole little kits. They gave us thread and a glue stick, and they used cards and stuff from their mail that they weren't going to use anymore. And they had a punch of some sort. I should have gotten the name. And used those for their Hexies templates. I thought that was kind of neat. So, those are little ones. So I have a whole stack here, so I could probably start sewing at any time. This is my little stack. I probably take too much time trimming these. So I need a new blade. But I just like to take the bulk off the corners. Hi, Kelly. It's pouring rain there. I actually got this little pink turntable thing just for this project alone. I have a little table that sits on my lap in the living room, and I sit this on top of my lap and just go to town. I watch TV with my husband. So I did pick up some fabric at the guild meeting. Show it to you guys just a second here. Now I know you can base this by sewing, and actually I picked up this kit at my retreat, and it was $1.50, and some of the pieces had been started and they had basted them by sewing. I think there were somewhere in the beginning, there were a couple pieces that were basted by sewing before I started. I think there were 10 pieces. Yeah, these ones right here, this group right here were all sew basted. But I think I like the gluing. I think it goes quicker for me. So let's see what fabric I got. So I got this big old solid blue. It's just a solid blue, but it's a lot. I got this oldish pretty rose striped one. There's quite a bit here too. I don't know how much yardage is there. This one actually says there's 2 yards, and here's a navy blue. And then, oops. Oh. Then I got this plaid flowered one. I got all that from their little sewing guild table. Oof. That's my little haul for this week. I was thinking the flower one or the plaid one's going to be some backing on something, because I've got a couple of projects that need backing. So, couldn't pass them up. I paid $5 for all of that fabric. That's a lot of fabric. And it goes to a good cause, so you know. I got the little kit that for free, so you know, it definitely pays back. So yeah, definitely need to get some new blades for this. I think. So thank you. Yeah, I think they're pretty. Oh yeah, can't beat that, right? Besides free. That's it. That's the only better price. Which they do. They do have a free table a lot. So it's like the fabric I'm currently working with and the template. The fabric and the template that I'm working with right now, I got for $1.50 at my retreat. Can't beat that price either. Especially for something I wasn't sure I would like. So figured, oh, I'll try it. We'll see how it turns out. So it's not a big investment if I don't like it, but it turned out I enjoy it. So push down the glue. Squish it, squish it, squish it. So let's go ahead and make my little, I'm gonna do with my needle here. Let's finish sewing this one up. Where did I stop? Okay. So I hand sewed for a long time when I was, that's how I learned to sew, was hand sewing. But I didn't know what stitches were called. So it turns out the stitch you do for this, make sure I get this, it's called a whip stitch. I just used to call it an over stitch because I used to pull it up and over. My next door neighbor, when I was about 8 or 9, asked me if I wanted to learn to make my doll a dress. I think she was disturbed by my doll being naked. And I said, sure. And so she taught me how to cut out a basic little dress form. And she taught me how to sew it up. Good morning. Maria, how are you? So, I'm pretty sure that my mom was really upset about that because if I remember correctly, I cut up a lot of things I probably shouldn't have to make my doll clothes after that. If I also remember correctly, my sister used a sewing needle and electrocuted herself. Yeah, she just got a little shock because she decided she was going to put it in the outlet. So my mom took my sewing needle away. You know, things that kids do. But I always did hand sewing. I did all my mending and all that by hand. Used to make curtains for my living room all by hand. It wasn't until 3 years ago that I started using a sewing machine. I might need some stronger glasses though. Ah, oops, I think I caught the cardboard that time. There we go. I probably put more stitches in this than actually needed too, because I'm so used to hand sewing and needing tons of little tiny stitches. So when I remember when I was younger, I always dreamed I was going to make my own clothes. I never did do all the clothes. I used to draw them out. And I remember my grandmother got me those fashion plates. Does anybody remember those fashion plates? They were like, you got them and they were pink and you could mix and match them, and you took like some kind of crayon and you like took a piece of paper and you like scratched on the paper and it made outfits. I think they were called fashion plates. I can't remember. And I used to dream that I was going to make clothes. I never did. And I actually said, because the sewing guild I belong to is a sewing guild, not a quilt guild. And some of the girls there are so talented. And I actually said something about, I always wanted to make my own clothes. See, that's what they were called. I thought so. My grandmother got them for me. My grandmother used to make clothes. But she never did teach me. Um, she made really nice clothes. We all had nice dresses, and of course, when she was making the dresses, I always wish she would make me some nice pants. But the dresses were pretty now that I'm older and I think about it. She put in a lot of work now that I know what goes into those kind of things. But as a little kid, you don't really appreciate that kind of stuff. But the girls at the guild were telling me, you just need to come to fashion. There's a night where they just make clothes. You'll learn. I don't know. Seems very difficult. Yeah, it was in the 80s. Yeah. Yep, it was the 80s. I'm gonna be 50 on Saturday. All right. Yeah, I probably put too many. I probably don't need half as many stitches as I keep putting in there. All right. So I'm going to start another piece, and so I want to start it right where I ended the last one, and I want to make sure I want to not go through the pieces there, but I want to lock that stitch in right there in the corner. And then just continue on the way I was the last one. Do those little whip stitches, which I used to call over stitches because I didn't know any better. I'm just a baby. Aw, thank you. Oops, trying to take things with me. Now I know some people have little sew tights and stuff. For these little ones, I don't really use anything. Ooh, where are you going, Kelly? Unfortunately, I will be at work the Friday, the day before my birthday, so I will turn 50 at work. But then I got a 3-day weekend, so I can't complain too much. I think I missed where Kelly was going. Awesome. Getting away from the cold. That's what's probably the best. I'm counting down to my trip to Bonaire at the beginning of April. Going scuba diving again. I do have a camping trip coming up. So it was actually relatively warm yesterday afternoon. It was cold yesterday morning. Yesterday afternoon, and it's usually really cold at work, but I didn't even put my heavier jacket on at work last night. My little blazer here was good enough. We're expecting rain here tonight, I think, is what I heard. It's been raining off and on for the last couple of days. One more stitch and then we gotta lock it and we'll add the next one. Oh, speaking of coffee, after we lock this stitch, we'll get a sip. And we'll lock it. Whoops, not my fingernail. All right. So we got one more, and then I'll show you how we get to the next, how we start the centers. I actually think that one's out of place when that one should have been my center. I guess it kind of fades around. That'll work, I guess. So when I thread, I only use a single thread. I just have it down a little ways. And it's a very thin thread. It's an 80 weight, I believe. I haven't bought any thread for my project yet. Hadn't gotten that far. But they gave us threads for our project at our sewing guild on Thursday. It's very thin. And because you're only grabbing the very itsy bitsy threads of the fabric, so that you don't grab the cardboard. Oops, gotta grab both of them, Brandy. I may have glued this one too tight. Doesn't want to let go. There we go. Don't loop the wrong things there. And because it's a white thread, it's kind of hard to see, but it makes it blend in with the project. So, and that's the point. You don't want to see the thread when you open it up. Now, I know some people sew towards themselves. I've always sewn this way. And maybe because that's the way the lady showed me when I was little, or maybe it's just the way I did. I actually tend to sew like this, but kind of sideways, because I'm usually doing seams and mending. This will be my first hand sewing project that isn't a mending project. So we shall see. Besides cross stitch. So Whoops, I didn't catch both of them that time. Missed it again. There we go. Oh, almost unthreaded the needle. I need a new nail job here, don't I? Yeah. They're a little rough looking these days. I haven't had time for much of anything this week. I had some training on the day shift I had to do, and then back to night shift. And some days I feel like I'm constantly exhausted. And then when you think I should be falling in bed exhausted, I can't go to sleep. What is the deal with that? Two-hour sleep, basically did a double, and I can't go to sleep. Okay, so we're almost to the end of this one. We'll put our locking stitch in, and then we'll start working on the inner ones. Okay, there we go. Now we get to, oh, let's get some coffee. So now they're all hooked to the middle. So now we just got to work on these sides. All right. So to do that, we are just going to, where did we end at? We'll start where we ended at, right there. So we're going to fold it right down the middle. Just fold it. It's not going to hurt anything. Another little locking stitch. Grab your little threads. And we're in business again. Whoops. And we lost our thread. Oof. And quickly rethread this. Now I got the needles that Tula Pink said were the best to get because they have a big eye, because, you know, I'm blind. And I am so glad that I chose to get these ones. I got the smaller size that she said to get, but with the big eye. So I'm glad I did that. Okay. Finished up some dishes too. Ah, well, happy birthday to him. Okay, there we go. I wish I had trimmed up the extra bulk in this, but I might trim it up with my little clippers anyways. Just because I think there's just maybe the tips of it, because I feel like there's too much fabric there, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine. I'm just gibbering now. Oops, missed it. Like I said, I probably put too many stitches in here because I don't think you quite need this many, but oh, that one's too thick. I could tell. I didn't grab just the tips. There we go. So what project are you guys working on? Anybody else done one of these before? Do you like them? Not like them? I have a friend who absolutely hates hand sewing. So while we were at the guild meeting, she just chit-chatted with other people. She said, nope, she ain't doing no hand sewing. Hi, Mona. I mean, like I said, I'm working on this because I didn't get done the other stuff I needed to get done, and I really didn't want to start another project. So there. So while we've got it folded like that, we're just going to go over to the next one. Awesome. Prizes are always fun. I just mailed the divorce lawyer that from my little contest to its new happy home. Redoing my nephew's Grateful Dead quilt, had a bunch of blocks done and decided I didn't like the sashing and wanted the fabrics. Jack to the rescue. I'm using the seam ripper on my elephant. What's wrong with your elephant? I loved your elephant. That's the next thing I want to try. It's a project like that. Maybe not as. One piece was the wrong color. Uh-oh. How far into the project was it? Hopefully it was close to the edge. Aww. Hi, Kathy. That's the next thing I want to try is something like the elephant quilt. I think that would be. I didn't notice, but my daughter did, and then it drove me nuts. The elephant quilts looked so cool. Lucy, Kathy said I like EPP. Finished Lucy Boston quilt last year. Ah, I haven't done a full quilt yet. This is as far as I've gotten as one of these little flowers. I'm a beginner. I want to do Bernie's Mountain Dog. One of my upcoming quilts with be the wolf from oh, gotcha, is the wolf. I got it. I was totally misreading that. Will be the wolf. I got it. I'm starting to see dots where there shouldn't be. Hi, Jazzy. I'm doing EPP from Tulip Pink and loving it. See, I'd love to do one of her quilts too. Oh. I'm struggling to read the messages. No eyeglass. I'm telling you, even with my eyeglasses, sometimes I struggle to read the messages. I was supposed to go to the eye doctor last month, and just so much stuff has been in the way, and I keep putting it off. And I know every year he increases the strength, and last year he said, oh, well, we can't fix the strength in that one eye because, you know, the cataracts is finally affecting your vision. And I was like, what cataracts? So it's noted on your chart from last year. I'm like, nobody mentioned that to me. Oh, no worries. Nope. Garbage man's here. Can hear him out there getting the garbage. All right. Let's lock this stitch in. There we go. And we just keep going around until we've got them all blocked in. So now we got 3 all squared up. And we got 3 more to go here. Let's see, where did I end? I ended right there, so I'm going to go right here. Let's start here. Lock it in here. Hi, Colleen. How are you? Sorry, I didn't make your live this morning. I was working today. Oops. I did exactly what I said not to do, guys. I got all looped around there. All right, let's try this again. Let's try to lock that stitch again because I got looped around and didn't lock it. Yeah, I'm just kind of being chatty and doing some hand sewing with these hexies today because I didn't get my trimming of my blocks done. I think we will have to start a new thread before we get all the way to the end of this. Which is fine. We just lock this, we just lock it and start up again. All right. I think I need another sip of coffee. I can't get comfortable in my chair. It's probably because I'm still in my work clothes. Yeah, so might be. I'm not used to sitting so close to the sewing table. That might be it too. Let's move those out the way. Okay. I think we'll rethread the needle after this one just so that we don't run out in the middle. Be like playing bobbin, chicken bobbin. Colleen, I love watching EPP, but my hands wouldn't like it. I haven't had any problems yet, which is weird because sometimes when I'm eating, my fingers lock up so on my fork, which is it's really weird. So I don't know. All right, I'm gonna I'm going to double this one right here just because we're ending this thread. Okay. Okay. Hi, Sandra. Hmm. I wonder why it's not working. I gotta go. Uh-oh. Well, have a good day. Sorry you gotta go get a shot. Oof. I think so too, Sandra. And where was I at? It was right here. Um, Now I'm going to trim my little tail here just so it doesn't get in the way. Careful not to trim my thread. That would really be horrible. Have to rethread everything. My plan is to finish this little hexy flower. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but that's my plan, is to finish this today. I got that cardboard a little close on this one. It does not want to grab the thread. There it goes. Being in my work clothes still is driving me nuts. Ah, That's a good idea. They are really pretty, I think. So the ladies at the guild that had never heard of it, we were talking and I was explaining that, you know, she was like, I couldn't do a whole quilt like this. Brandy, I'm going to watch this again so I can get mine right. Oh. Oh, that's right. You're doing these too, aren't you? I think I remember we had this conversation that you were going to start doing some of these. So the ladies were sitting next to me, had never done these, and they were like, so exactly what do you do with these? And we were talking about all the little different things you could do with just the flowers. If you have a few hexie flowers and leaves and stems, you can add to a quilt top. Yeah, that would be pretty. I saw somebody who was painting on a white quilt. They had done some flowers and some stems, and then they were, I guess they were doing fabric paint or something. I thought it was gorgeous. That's what happens when you get lost on YouTube. I can't do a whole quilt FPP, but I can do a block or two to make it pop. Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with my blocks that I've got going on the side here. They're much bigger than these little ones. But I was watching somebody was making um I'm making a laptop grandma flower garden. Oh, really? I bet you that's pretty. I saw somebody making pin cushions with them. About, I think it's about 5 or 7, about what I got going on here. But I think these 1-inch ones are a little too small for that. But I think my 2-inch ones would probably be perfect for it. Sorry, everyone. I really need to get busy. Take care and have a fantastic day. Bye, Maria. Have a great day. All right. So we're almost to the end again, and I just lock stitch it again. All right. So we just got this last one hanging loose. He's all we got left. Just this last one. And then we're all done with this flower. We're going to fold it. Where'd my thread go? And because we're coming across there, I'm going to put a double, I'm going to lock it twice. Just because we traveled across that other block. You want to make sure it's nice and tight. It doesn't come undone. See, I can tell that this one, the cardboard isn't as tight on the corners of this one, I can grab these little pieces of thread fabric. I can catch them much quicker. When it's really tight, I can't catch them as quickly because I got to feel for the cardboard, make sure I'm not catching the cardboard. This would be a great project for when I'm in waiting rooms. It would. Yeah, I mean we're almost done, and I mean I'm putting more stitches than more stitches in that really need to be. You probably only need 15 per side, and I'm probably putting in more than that just because that's just me, because I used to be a hand sewer all the time, so I'm used to making sure I have lots of tiny little stitches. But you probably don't need to have them so close together, and you could probably get away with 15 and just, and that would probably relieve some of the hand cramping too. And the sew tights help with the hand cramping. I'm just pinching it myself. Sew tights, and where's my little, lots of people use these little clips here, and just clip that so that you don't have to pinch so hard to hold it together. And that, then you're just holding it to hold it, not pinch it. And that relieves some of the tension on your hand too. So now you're just sewing, and there's no pressure on your hand. You just got to watch so you don't get your thread tangled on this part. Now I understand the sew tights are amazing and you can't get your threads tangled up in them, but I don't have any of those. You're going to lock this corner. All right, we just got the one more corner left. Whoops, let's not get tangled up here. Oops. Let's see, what did I do? Did it go right that time? There we go. I got tangled again, so I'm going to go back through and lock it better. All right. Last one. I used my fingers to hold and made way too many. With the extras going to accent quilt twists. Yay! I'm back. Had to take a phone call. Welcome back. So these ones are 1-inch ones, but my stack here are 2-inch ones. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them. I still got a whole bunch more. Whoops. I'm knocking the bobbin over with my thread all over the place here. And I'm trying to unthread. All right. Oh my goodness, 1/2 inch? Oh, those are so tiny. I bet they were cute though. Those would have been hard to hold on to though. And you hold them, do you hold them by hand or do you have a sew tight or something that you use to hold them? Because, geez, my fingers, I got big fingers. I like the tiny ones for a change purse. Oh, okay, so we're almost to the end already. I did this last one a little bit faster, I think. I don't think I did the pieces. I don't think I did quite as many stitches. Maybe because I wanted to see if it really made a difference how many stitches I did. All right, I'm gonna lock it. I'm gonna do one more just because this is the end piece. Oh, went the wrong way and I unlocked it. Oop, oop. Okay. All right, our little flower is done. So, whoops. Next, my grandson was punching out the papers for me from a scrapbook punch. So that's what they did at my sewing guild. They used a punch and did basically use scrap pieces and punched them out, which I thought was neat. I wish I had gotten the name. So I'm using, I forget what this is called. Somebody in the chat, whatever this is called. I'm going around each piece to get the glue up so that I can pop the I can pop the cardboard out. Yeah, that's what they used at the guild. And as long as I didn't sew any of them, they should be reusable. Even if I did sew some, they should still be reusable a couple of times. Yeah, like I said, some of the ones I started with, somebody had started the project, and the first 10 are hand basted, but I took one look at the hand basting and went, yeah, I'm gonna get me a glue stick. I should turn my iron on. Hi, June. How are you? Whoops, that one does not want to let go. Point turner, thank you. I was like, what in the world is this thing called? I could not remember. You can totally tell the parts where I put more glue than was needed. I'm just saying. Got 2 more to go. Yeah, a lady I was watching when I was learning how to do this. We are playing with hexes today. This is the current one I'm working on. We sewed it up and we're pulling the papers out now. And then this is a 1-inch one. And then earlier I showed them how I glue them with my 2-inch ones. And we're pulling the papers out, and then we're gonna iron this, and we're gonna see if I need to trim up any of these corners, because I think I should have trimmed this before I did it, because I still think there's an awful lot of excess fabric, but we'll see. Kid got out of his class at this time, so I can be here more. Oh, awesome. We like having you here. All right, come on, let go. Okay. All the cardboard's out. We can go over here and we're gonna get some love. I guess we should get this stuff off the board so we can give it some love. Beep, beep. All right. Let's see about this. I still think it's too much fabric. I probably should have trimmed it up a little bit. That's going to be a lot to contend with later. Oops. It's kind of a lot to contend with now. Oops. I don't want that on. I don't want that on. Flip that bad boy over. Yeah, that's what I probably should have done first, but no, because I think it's still got too much paper, but ta-da! All done. All right, figure out where the camera view. There we go. Hi, Lucy. So like I said, I probably should have trimmed it before I, like you said, before I pulled the papers. I could have trimmed them, or like I do with the other ones, I trim them before I fold the papers on, which takes a little bit longer, but I think that, I don't know, we'll see how well these papers pull off when I go to pull those off. So, that was our little quick project today. I'm gonna have to, until ankle. And my little kit has enough to do, whoops, I'll throw stuff around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. It has enough to do 2 flowers, so I could do another flower just like this one in this kit. But I got a bunch of extra little things. I need to text her and ask her. I was like, wait a minute, where'd the needle go? No, that's the piece of thread that we finished earlier. The needle's over here. I'm like, oh no, that's the needle. Text her and ask her what that punch was that she used. That was pretty nifty. What a way to recycle. I got plenty of that I can recycle, you know? So, and then this is my little kit that I carry all my little stuff in. I've got all my little glue sticks and stuff in here. Ah, see? Everybody knows. Colleen knows the answer. She always knows the answer. She's our super shopper. She figures it out. And so this is all the ones I got. Oops. So this is how many of the one I'm working on I still have left to do of mine. And here's all the fabric I still have left. Oops, not all that thread. And they're all batiks. I remember I got this for like $1.50 to try it, to see. And I was like, yeah, that's a good investment. And this is how many I have made so far. I could start sewing them now, but I wanted to get them all made, and then I could lay them out and decide how I wanted to put them together before I put them together. Because like this one, I put it together before I actually put it together. I didn't really lay them out and look at the different colored fabrics before I started sewing. Like I probably would have made this piece the centerpiece had I paid more attention. Like here we go again. That one's going to be my center one for these ones because that's a darker one. And see, I see, I should have put that one in the center because these are all lighter than that one. So that should be, see, that should have been the center. But lesson learned, that'll be the center for this one. I mean, not that it was too bad because the center of this one is lighter than the rest of them, so it still kind of works. It's a happy mistake. But on this one, I'm definitely going to go with, why does this piece of thread not want to leave me? So did I already put it away? Yeah, it does. But all of these, almost all of these are yellow. So I think with this next one, I'm going to go with the dark one. And I am just going to trim up the corners. I'm not really going to measure it. I'm just going to trim them up a little bit. Why am I? Just to take some of that bulk off that I dealt with earlier. Maybe. All right, let's get uncentered here. Or were you center just now? I have no idea how I got so uncentered just then. Let's go this way, this way. See, maybe I need my little thing here. Don't listen to me. I need my little... Apparently I need my little ruler. Don't listen to me when I say I'm not going to use my ruler, okay? I buy my papers on Etsy already cut. How much do they cost on Etsy? Although I kind of like the idea of recycling. Now my second board is trying to turn too. A little bit of this one. That was way more than I needed to. Good morning, Kathy. How are you? See, I like that much better. There's way less bulk, but I don't know how well my little turner is going to get in there when it comes time to pop that out. It may be just fine. I may be way overthinking the whole thing. I am doing great. That's what keeps happening. I keep moving that bad boy. Yeah, I gotta get a new blade for this little mini thing. Practice and experiment. That's how you learn the best. Yep. And what better way to do it than on a live stream with everybody watching to go, hey, why'd you do that, Brandy? Just kidding. I have the most fun when I got peeps on here to go, hey, how about you try this while I'm doing it? You guys have the best advice. See, I think that one turned out much better. I was way more careful with making sure it didn't move. Soline. I'm using a Soline glue stick. Press with steam just before removing the papers. Oh, and you know, I thought of that before I removed them, and I thought, no, I shouldn't need to do that. That's a great idea. Okay. I'm trying to finish an FPP pineapple blocks for a table runner. Today I'm going to try printing on fabric. Oh, fixed my laser printer yesterday, so we'll test to see if it will withstand washing. That's awesome. See, I saw that one move. That sounds like fun. Okay. Okay. We'll finish basting these and then we'll call it quits for the day. But we'll go ahead and finish basting these so that we're ready to finish them up. What do I do with that ruler? Hi, Melissa. You're not late. It's live. Remember, you can't be late to a live. We are having fun with hexies. At least we're trying to have fun with them. If this thing keeps moving on me, I might throw it across the room. Nah, I wouldn't do that. As my daughter would say, go be smarter than what you're working with. All right. Yes, we already did this one. Thank you. Okay. I think I'm getting quicker at this part, guys. Thank you, Colleen, for posting the link for that. Okay, we have 2 more to make. And then we'll call it a day. Thank you. They were my New Year's Eve nails. They've actually grown out quite a bit. It's time to get some new nails. Trying to think of what good birthday nails would be. My birthday's next weekend. I'm trying to think of what good birthday nails would be. Yeah, and this is what they gave us in our kits for at the Sewing Guild, were just these. And it seemed to work. That's what that first one was put together with. It says WE Stick by We Warriors. Non-toxic washable. And I think that's all it needs to be, is washable. All right, last one. Not all of hers was bulk business mail. I use Elmer's glue most of the time too. I don't do the precision nozzle bottles. Truthfully, my white glue bottles work pretty well. Okay. I use Elmer glue stick purple. I think I just got this one because when I was researching how to do it, everybody said to use this. So I thought, oh, I gotta get that kind of glue stick. But I got a good deal. I think I got like a bunch of refills, and I really haven't even gone through my first stick yet. So, because you just draw a really thin line, and I always use just the corner of it, and I just draw one line. Hi, Sherlock Stows. So I mean, I haven't even gone through my first stick, and you saw all the ones I had done. These ones, I've already done all these, and then the flower that I've already done, and now this one, and I haven't even gone through my whole stick yet. And the sticks aren't that big. These are the refills. So it looks like I got that much left. So I still got, I'm almost to needing a refill. And I just finished the last flower. So I always start with what's recommended and find a cheaper. See, that's the way to do it. Okay, so let's gonna go this way. So these two are almost the same. I have that glue stick and refills. I like it, and it's not too thin, not too thick. All right, so we're all ready to start sewing again. And we were but it would take up most of our time again, so we're not going to sew. But we are all set to do it. So, and I dropped all my little Hexie templates on the ground earlier. Honestly, I've been doing some of this stuff before they invented the newfangled. So there we go. That's our second flower. Now, what did I do with my little needle? Well, I'll find it eventually, I'm sure. All right, guys. I know it was fun. I just misplaced my needle. I don't know what I did with it. It was right there. I probably swept it up just now and all those little pieces of fabric and just threw it away. I bet you that's what I just did. That's all right. I got a few more of those where they came from. Well, guys, it's been great. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. We'll be back next week, and I'll be a whole year older next week. You guys have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me. So go out there, find some beautiful fabric, make some gorgeous quilts, and don't spend too much time with a divorce lawyer, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Thanks for the birthday. Happy birthdays.